Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday everyone. So this video I'm going to talk about how to configure an extender for your home network. Okay, and particularly if you have two routers and your home is big. And as a result, your primary router isn't able to broadcast your Wi-Fi signals to every corner of your house. All right. So let's quickly get started, guys. Before we move on, I'll just have to add few differences between what is a Wi-Fi repeater as well as what is a Wi-Fi extender. All right. So I will just add a few points here. So basically, the Wi-Fi repeater, right? It connects to the Wi-Fi network wirelessly, and it then rebroadcasts the Wi-Fi signal. So it's just like a relay system that connects to your Wi-Fi network and rebroadcasts the signal to a larger area or portion of your home or office. Okay, where we have a poor connection or weak signal, basically. All right, Wi-Fi repeaters, right, are easier to set up and configure because it can be placed anywhere at your home. Okay, even if there is no wired network port, and it is often referred to as a network repeater, okay, or a Wi-Fi repeater. And this helps to boost your Wi-Fi signal strength, where particularly where the signal strength is weak. All right, and so that's why it is also called as Wi-Fi signal repeater. Okay, when it comes to Wi-Fi extender, it connects to wired network through a wired connection, maybe your Ethernet cable that is connected to the router. Okay, but nowadays newer Wi-Fi extenders don't require these, and it also helps in extending the home or office network to cover more area. So once it is set up and connected, then we can actually move it as per our requirement wherever we want a better Wi-Fi signal. All right, and also mainly it boosts the range of your existing Wi-Fi connection and creates a stronger signal where the coverage area is poor. All right, and so that's why it's also called as Wi-Fi range extender. All right, so I will just add few differences here, key differences here. Okay. Between the Wi-Fi repeater and Wi-Fi extender. Okay, so Wi-Fi repeater, like I said, broadcast the signal in weaker zone, which means existing signal strength is weak. All right. However, when it comes to Wi-Fi extender, that extends the range of existing network coverage area and creates a bigger network coverage. All right, basically. And when I talk about Wi-Fi repeater, that's more cost effective than a Wi-Fi extender. And the Wi-Fi extender is not cost effective as a Wi-Fi repeater. That's one of the common differences, I would say. And when it comes to setting up and configuration of Wi-Fi repeater is quite easy than that of a Wi-Fi extender. Okay, and like I said, Wi-Fi setting up and configuring a Wi-Fi extender is not that easy. But however, I will make it very easy for you. Okay, in understanding and setting up the configuration. Okay, I will help you with that. No issues at all. And the basic usage difference is we should use Wi-Fi repeater when we need strong and reliable connection from router. If there is a router and repeater distance is less, I mean the distance between the router and repeater distance is less, and there are no obstacle comes in between them. Okay, so basically there should be no barrier between your router and the repeater. Okay, and the basic use of Wi-Fi extender is when we need the same strong and reliable connection from a router if we have obstacles. All right, so that's the more wired connectivity between the router and the extender. So another important difference is thick walls and electronic devices interfere with the signal when there is a repeater. However, thick walls or obstacles do not affect the signal where there is an extender configured. So that's the key differences, guys, and a brief about what exactly is an extender and what exactly is a repeater. Okay, and let's quickly jump into the exact configuration of how extender is set up in your home network. Okay, so let's quickly get started, guys. So if you see here, guys, this is my Mercusys Wi-Fi 6 router AX1500, where I'm going to use the Amazon Basics RJ45 Cat7 Ethernet cable. Okay, this white one, right? It's actually plugged into the LAN port within this router. This main internet wire, there is the WAN connection, is set up on the WAN port. The very first one, the black one. The second one is plugged into the LAN port exactly, the RJ45 port. And then using this wire, okay, my house isn't big, so it does not make much of a difference when it comes to Wi-Fi signal strength. Even without this extender, I get proper Wi-Fi signal. So I've just set this up only to show the audience about how to do it. Okay, so this extender here, this is a 15 feet cable, the RJ45 Cat7 Ethernet cable. You see here, it goes right away. There is another router, which is the TP-Link's router. This one, okay. This is the exact extender, guys. This equipment, which is also the router, is set up as an extender. Okay, which means this is going to broadcast the Wi-Fi signal. Okay, or strengthen the Wi-Fi signal, and it will create another network, guys. So this one will have a separate network, and that router, the primary router, will have a separate network. So there will be no compromise. I mean, this won't compromise the network. Bandwidth or internet speed, guys, because it is establishing its own network. Okay, where in case of repeater, it will use the same internet network, which means it will split your network speed into two halves. Okay, wherein this will use the same network speed. Okay, so there is no loss of internet speed with the extender getting configured. Okay, So in other words, there will simply be no compromising of your internet speed. All right. So here, if you see the internet, this particular cable over here, it is actually plugged into the WAN port, the wider area network. If you see closely, this particular cable is connected to the WAN port basically. All right. It's not plugged into the LAN port. You see here, there are 4 LAN ports in my secondary router, wherein I have used this cable and I have inserted it on the WAN port basically to establish an internet connectivity. All right. And the main plug is the main adapter is plugged in here. And if I turn this on, I will show you how it looks like, how the router turns its lights on. Okay, you'll see there are some lights that is plugged in here, is blinking, and few lights will be blinking initially. And one more thing is, you will not get a green color internet signal, internet indication here. Normally in the primary router you will have this amber colored icon turning green in your primary router, but however in this secondary router, which is acting as a extender, will remain amber color. So you should not worry about whether this is going to work or not. This is how it will look. Okay, on your secondary router, which is acting as an extender, will have this internet symbol in amber color. Okay, it will not turn into green color. All right. So after this setup, I will help you in exactly configuring the extender configuration within the secondary router. Now I'm going to log into the secondary servers, secondary router's IP address. I will log in to the console, okay, the router's console, and I will show you where exactly and what changes are necessary to help that secondary router act as an extender. Okay, so let's look into that, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've completely walked you through the physical configuration of the extender. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set it up exactly. Within the router's console settings. All right. So let me quickly take you through that. Firstly, what I need to do is I'm just going to connect to the Mercusys network. Okay. So if you see here, there are 2 networks here. This is the primary network, which is the primary router's network in the name Mercusys, and there is this extenders network in the name Act FiberNet. Okay, so there are 2 networks in my home just now. Both are using the same broadband speed. All right, so I have 500 Mbps plan, and both of these routers will be consuming the 500 Mbps plan. Okay, there will be no compromising of your internet speed. Okay, if you are configuring the extender one. All right, so let's quickly get started, guys. Firstly, what you need to corroborate is I need to log into the Mercusys routers configuration first. Sorry, I have not connected just now. Which so my primary router's IP address is 192.168.1.1. All right, and I'm just going to quickly log in, putting my password. So if you see the home page here, if I click on net clients, right, you see here there is this archer underscore c5, which is my secondary router. It's actually showing over here. Okay, it's actually telling me it is a client just now. It's not a mesh device basically. Okay, it's acting as a client that is connected to this primary router in the form of the Ethernet wired connection. All right, which is the this is the name of my secondary router, which is my extender. All right, and then if I go to internet, and what I need to do is I just need to go to advanced here. So basically, I need not do any further amendments to the primary router's configuration within this console here. I'll just simply log out. All right, and I will just quickly switch my connectivity, internet connection to the secondary one, the extender routers one. Okay, and I will just go to my Archer configuration, which is 0.1. Sorry, it will be 1.1, I suppose. You know, totally forgot. Do a quick search here. Okay, this is the IP address. Sorry, that's not the one. So it's So I will just pause the video and just try to find the IP address of my extender, guys. So guys, I was able to find the IP address of my extender. I think the IP address has changed somehow. So just copied this one and then I logged off from here and then pasted the IP address. I was able to successfully log in to my the secondary router configuration. And I'm just going to quickly log in back, guys. Okay. Uh, and here what I'm just going to do is what I actually did was Yeah. So what I did here was, guys, I just went to operation mode, all right, and the default one was set as router, okay, on the secondary router's configuration. And after which, what I did was I switched from router to access point current mode, all right, and then I clicked on save. So as I did that, guys, what happened was my Archer C5, right, the secondary router, okay, was successfully configured as an extender, guys. So all you have to do is, if you have a TP-Link router, just go to the console setting, just go to network map, sorry, go to operation mode. You will see this configured as router. Okay, first, I mean, by default it will be as router. You just have to select or change to access point, which will be your current mode, and then you have to just click on save. Soon as you do that, guys, your secondary router, as in whatever router you have, will start acting as an extender, okay, for your primary router or for your home network. All right, so that's how I did, guys, and I think that should be straightforward. Okay. And if you found this entire video helpful, please hit the upload button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more useful technical content like this. We'll see you in the next video. See you until then. Stay safe, Italy. Cheers. Bye bye.